Good afternoon, dear traders.
Hello and welcome to InstaForex Economic News channel with us, Takhmina Salomova
and Anna Kasatkina.
You're watching currency and commodity markets review over the last week.
What trends predominated on the currency market?
The US dollar took a dive on Friday.
And what secured the greenback's downtrend?
US Fed's head Jerome Powell used his speech in Jackson Hole to hint at a possible slowdown in the pace of US interest rate hikes. The US dollar has gained 6% over the South African rand in the last month and close to 30% over the Turkish lira. It has also notched up broad gains over the Russian ruble and Brazilian real, as well as some Asian currencies. The Fed has raised interest rates 7 times since the end of 2015, including twice in 2018, taking the Fed funds rate range to between 1.75 and 2%. Until last Friday, most economists' forecasts had suggested the Federal Reserve would raise rates so the top end of that range hits 3.25% around the end of the next year. Meanwhile, the Australian dollar strengthened, powering previous losses as some political clouds were clearing and the country got a new prime minister following a leadership struggle. The Aussie was the biggest mover among developed market currencies after falling more than 1% on Thursday over political squabbles. Malcolm Turnbull, who faced 2 leadership challenges, was replaced as Prime Minister by Conservative lawmaker Scott Morrison on Friday. Morrison, who was the country's treasurer up to Friday, gained control of the Liberal Party's leadership in a ballot of lawmakers. Meanwhile, Bitcoin prices were moving high on Friday, headed for back-to-back winning weeks after holding above the crucial $6,000 mark. The market for Bitcoin, the world's biggest digital coin, largely shrugged off Wednesday's decision from the Securities and Exchange Commission to deny 9 separate proposals for Bitcoin-related exchange-traded funds. A single Bitcoin was last trading at $6,610.90, up by 3% since Thursday on the Kraken crypto exchange. This is all about the currency moves for now. Talking about the commodities, what were the trends there?
In the commodity market, oil prices gained more than 1% on Friday, ending a run of weekly declines.
And what events did encourage investors?
Signs that Iran sanctions may limit global supply and that a trade war may not curb China's appetite for US crude. Brent crude oil settled up by 1.09 a barrel or 1.5% at $75.82 a barrel. US crude was up by 89 cents or 1.3% at $68.72. US crude rose by more than 4% on the week after 7 consecutive declines, and Brent climbed by 5.3% after 3 weeks of falling. Gold prices attempted to regain momentum last week, and on Friday they got a little help from a weaker dollar. The yellow metal traded above the $1,200 level a couple times last week, and on Friday gold prices came in at $1,207 an ounce, up by 1.9% for the week.
Takhmina, thanks for the commodity market overview. You have watched InstaForex review of currency and commodity markets.
Today's overview was presented to you by Anna Kasatkina
and Takhmina Salomova.
Take care and goodbye.
See you.